Rihanna. Number 1. She grew up with an abusive father. Rihanna was born in Barbados, in a family of 3 children and an abusive father. Her mother, Monica, used to be an accountant, and her father, Ronald, was a warehouse supervisor. Her family had a modest income, a small bungalow house, and because her father was constantly battling substance abuse, that later on led to her parents' divorce. This whole family drama affected her throughout her teen years, when she used to suffer from extreme headaches. The doctor couldn't find out what caused them, but they got better when her parents divorced. You can see now Riri being a very loving daughter and constantly praising her family and her relatives. Number 2. She's a co-owner of Tidal. Her music career has been strongly influenced by the artists that discovered her and the labels that produced her albums. Music means business too, and the people that are in it know this better than anyone else. With producers and labels making so much money from music rights, some artists decided to change the way the whole process works and founded Tidal, a music streaming platform. Artists like Jay-Z, Coldplay, Kanye West, or Taylor Swift now release their songs and albums on Tidal first, then on iTunes and other streaming platforms. This way they have more control over their music and their earnings. Rihanna is also one of the first founders of Tidal, so if you want to be one of the first that listens to her new songs, you should get a Tidal subscription. Rihanna also has investments in estates and her Fenty beauty company. Number 3. She never finished high school. Rihanna was first discovered when she was only 16 years old by Evan Rogers. Since that moment on, her music career escalated rapidly, so naturally working on new albums and projects became her main concern at that time. With her mother's permission, she moved to LA and began working on new albums. It all paid off for her, and now she's one of the most respected and loved artists in the world. She has 6 world records and many prestigious awards that give her credit for the work that she's done in the past 15 years. But all those achievements come with a cost. She's never finished high school or went to university, not even now at 30 years old. At least in her case, the sacrifice was 100% worth it. Number 4. She embraces her curvy body and her Caribbean heritage. Since being in the spotlight from such a young age, Rihanna's journey from a teenager to a woman has been openly shared with everybody. We witnessed changes in her style, her songs, her interests, and her confidence levels. Most recently, Rihanna's body has been through a lot of changes. She's been gaining weight, and the shy little girl is now a curvy, confident woman. Being a little bit heavier than usual sparked some critiques among many people regarding her image, or the fact that she's promoting a certain lifestyle. Of course, Rihanna doesn't care about her haters, and it looks like she's enjoying her body more than ever, and has started to adopt more of her Barbados culture into her music and style. We know one thing's for sure: haters can't bring Rihanna down. Number 5. Her net worth is now at $245 million. Rihanna's list of achievements include 9 Grammy Awards, 12 American Music Awards, 8 People's Choice Awards, an Icon Award at the American Music Awards, Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award at the MTV Video Music Awards, and over 10 million albums sold worldwide. Other than music, Rihanna made some serious money out of side projects. Celebrities are paid huge amounts of money for public appearances, endorsements, sponsorships, and collaborations. Altogether, Rihanna has made so far roughly $245 million. Her settlement for $10 million with her accountant also counts, since she accused him of leading her into bankruptcy after advising her to buy a $7.5 million home, which was moldy and leaking. Also, she made some petty cash out of her Puma, Manolo Blahnik, and Dior collaborations. She's a money-making machine, and is not afraid to ask them in a very polite way, "Bitch better have my money." Number 6. She hates it when fans throw things at her while performing. If you've ever been to a Rihanna concert or performance, you know what we're talking about here. The R&B artist is well known in the industry for being honest and exposing backstage problems. She especially hates it when fans throw all sorts of objects on stage towards her and her band, even though their intentions are good. One time she stopped a concert because one fan threw a bra on stage, and other times she was interrupted by food being thrown at her. She tries to be as polite as possible, but it's clear that she doesn't like it. Rihanna will gladly receive gifts from fans, but not thrown on stage during the performance. Watch out, fans! You really don't want to get on Riri's nerves. Number 7. She shamed Snapchat for showing ads with domestic violence. We all remember the terrible abuse Rihanna suffered from Chris Brown a few years ago. It was all over the news and is still a subject Rihanna and Chris have to face in interviews all the time, although they've been open about it. Since then, Rihanna has taken full responsibility and tries to be open about it in order to help victims of domestic violence. Unfortunately, Snapchat didn't realize that one of their ads was in fact highly offensive when it showed a banner with Rihanna's face and Chris's with the headline, "Who would you punch?" She immediately publicly criticized Snapchat for it so hard that their stocks lost almost $1 billion that day, and possibly a few fans. She also got a lot of support from other celebrities, such as Chrissy Teigen, who stopped using the app after the incident. Number 8. Her dating life is not talked about so much lately. When she first began her music career, people were saying that she was having an affair with Jay-Z, which later turned out to be fake news. Then the whole Chris Brown drama followed, and the on-again, off-again relationship with Canadian rapper Drake. In the meantime, Rihanna had other relationships, but none of them received so much attention. She dated Dodgers baseball player Matt Kemp, Travis Scott, and lately with Saudi Toyota heir Hassan Jameel. Since 2016, Riri and Jameel have been spotted chilling in expensive yachts and exotic destinations. Looks like Rihanna pulled the lucky card, because Jameel's family net worth is estimated at $2.2 billion, so he can definitely make her feel like she's the only girl in the world. Number 9. She has a Bob Marley shrine at her home. Coming from Barbados, Rihanna grew up listening to a lot of reggae music, hip-hop, and soca music, which is very popular in that area. Coming to America later in her teen years, she was exposed to a lot more music genres like pop and rock music, and we can see how they influenced her through her 8 music albums. Of course, reggae still has a special place in her heart, along with Bob Marley. Apparently, she loves reggae so much that she has a Bob Marley shrine at her home, and she often sings his songs in concerts. We have to admit it, reggae suits her vocals and style very well, and we can't wait for a collaboration with Damian Marley in the future.